Hi, Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Ascendant. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your June 23rd to the 29th, 2024 reading for you. Now, I ask if this reading resonates with you, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It helps me out tremendously. It gets this channel seen by the YouTube algorithm, which gets it seen by more people. So thank you so very much for doing so. And as always, the cards will tell you what you need to know, not what you want to know. Let's begin. Ooh, I forgot to put this right here. There we go. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. I think your whole reading just came out in one big line, and that's pretty darn cool. Okay, perfect. I like that. All right, Gemini, we are crowned with the Two of Wands. So doors are opening for us. This is insight. This is focus. Here it says at the bottom, I don't know if you can't see that, but there we go. And when the doors are opening, there's just a sense of like, I can do this. You're going to have that feeling during this time. It's like, oh, I can do this. Oh, I can take one, like, it's like one foot in front of the other. It's like that song, put one foot in front of the other. And here, you didn't need to hear me sing, but that's okay. And here with the Two of Wands, there's just this real sense of, oh, I got this. I understand this. Like, oh, okay, it's starting to click. Like, it's starting to fall into place, which is going to be very, very nice. And then it moves us to the Seven of Swords reversed. Now, it's very interesting that the Seven of Swords has been coming out every single time during this time frame. So people are going to be seeing lies. They're going to be seeing, things that have held them back before. Everybody's seeing it. For us, it's reversed. So there's this sense of like, oh, I'm just letting this go. I just see it like I'm throwing this away. I don't want it anymore. I'm not going to do this anymore. It's not a part of me. I'm done. So just be very aware of that with certain situations where we feel taken advantage of or, lied to. We're really looking at it and it's like, no, I'm done with this. And that's going to be very important. It's going to come all at once. It's like we take it. And then all at once, we're like, nope, I'm done with this. We're not going to do this anymore. That's it. And that is going to be a very important thing for us. We then have the Four of Wands. Now, this is celebration. This is, connecting with community. This is opening up the doors. This is saying, this is what I'm celebrating. This is what I want. This is the Minor Arcana marriage card. So if you're interested in marriage, if you're not interested in marriage, if you are married, you are going to see that there's this real sense of coming together, right, in a relationship. And that's going to be really important. Now, if you're saying, not a romantic relationship, there's a coming together and a celebration in what you want. You're letting go of lies that have held you back for so long, things that you believed that weren't true, or they were true once upon a time. They're not defining you anymore. And with the Four of Wands, it's like, this is my passion. This is what I'm celebrating. This is what I'm moving towards. This is what I want. Then we have the Queen of Cups reversed. So if we're born on the cusp with Cancer, if we have water sign energy in our chart, we are in Cancer time frame. So we can be finding that energy just to be a little bit difficult. We can be feeling, a lot of big emotions, right? A lot of things very intensely. We can be dealing with people or situations that are very emotionally charged. So just being mindful about this as well. There's also a sense of a wanting to heal, but there's also a reluctance to heal from something. So being aware of that is going to be a very important thing. We then have the Knight of Cups reversed. And the Knight of Cups is again, it's emotions being all over the place. Knights protect queens. And there's going to be this real sense of like, there could be some drama right here. Okay. Somebody thinking, oh, I'm standing up for a person who's the underdog. They're not the underdog. It's like, what are these lies that are getting in the way of everything? So just being aware of that during this time is going to be important. This can also be you having taken on responsibilities, okay, for a situation where you're grappling with the hard decision of it all. Okay. Where you can feel like, oh my gosh, did I take advantage of this? And everybody like on the outside looking in is like, what the heck is wrong with you? So just being aware of that is also going to be a very important thing. With the Ace of Swords, this is God's source spirit, however you see the divine, the universe, handing us a gift of healing, beautiful love. I want to read what this says on the bottom here. So it says mental clarity and foundation. We have such mental clarity that's coming in. And do I see do we take this like instantaneously? No, we don't, because we don't have a court card with the of the swords coming in quite yet. We might have one in the subconscious, we might be our last card, but here during this time, it's very much building up a foundation of this is what I want, this is the clarity, this is my voice, this is what I'm moving forward towards, and there's just this real sense of I got this. So then we have the page of feathers reverse. So the page of feathers is the page of swords here. So we're not taking this gift quite yet. But what we are doing is we are going to be looking at things from our past, especially our childhood, that made us think, I'm not worthy of gifts. I'm not worthy of prosperity. I don't get to, embrace what I want. I just don't get it. Like other people get it, but not me. Now, this could have also been there is some sort of weird relationship here. Okay? There's just some sort of weird relationship here that is like it's like a child protecting their mother type of thing. And I know that's not a weird relationship, but there's something here where like it was overkill type of thing, and you're like, what the heck? So I just need to say that because that's true for somebody, and it just needs to be said. Where you can think like, wow, if you had that big a reaction, I was obviously in the wrong, but you weren't. It was just like the person was astoundingly sensitive to things. So just being aware of this during this time is going to be a very important thing here. But also there's a sense of something that like fundamentally changed you, like fundamentally made you question embracing your voice, embracing your cleverness, embracing the unique way, Gemini, that you see the world. And here, there's a need for the inner child meditation, which you can do right now, taking a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you, and seeing yourself as the adult you are now, holding your arms open to the child that you once were, and letting that kid run into your arms and telling them, I love you. I'm here for you. I will always be here for you. You have such a unique and beautiful perspective on the world. I want to listen to it. I want to connect with our brilliance again and see through your eyes, through the eyes of a child, the way we saw the world when it was magic, when it was endlessly beautiful. That's what I want. Your voice is beautiful. Your mind is beautiful. You are so important, and I love you. How does your inner child respond to that? How do you respond to that? What does that feel like? Because you're coming out of emotional manipulation. And now it's like, I'm done with the lies. The doors are opening. Let's see what Spirit has to say. And if you're interested in entering to receive a free reading, please put a rose in the comment box below. A person will be chosen at random and announced at random. So hit the bell notification so that you will be announced. You will be notified. There we go. When the winner is announced. And if you are interested in a private reading, a private personalized meditation, or a healing, check out my website linked in the description box below, daneharttarot.com. Not subconsciously, but Spirit's message for us is compassion, showing ourselves compassion, being kind to ourselves. We hold ourselves to a grueling standard, Gemini. And most people don't see that in a Gemini. They're like, oh, Geminis, they're, a little bit flighty. They go flits from here, they flits from there. They're great at parties. They have a great fashion sense, but it's always just like, it's never deeper, right? But Gemini, you go deep. And it is important to know that about you. Yes, a negative Gemini can only be concerned on the surface things. Like surface will mean everything, but that's negative anybody. So just being aware of this during this time is going to be really, really, really important for us. It moves us then, showing ourselves compassion. It moves us then to our chakra energy, angels and spirit guides. Show them clearly. Guide this reading. And this is inner strength. We are starting to see and really starting to realize, because others have realized this, but we're starting to see that we are stinking strong. And as we embrace our inner strength, we embrace our power, we embrace what we want, we're opening up the door to us. And it's like, no, I got this. This is our solar plexus chakra. This is trusting our gut, but this is also breaking out of our shell. It moves us then to our energy to be mindful of. Angels and spirit guides, show them clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels and spirit guides. That's interesting. It's the sun, it's rebirth. So there is a sense here with the sun coming forward that we need to be mindful of the things that we think like, oh, I don't need to pay attention to that. Like it's all just fine, right? Or looking at things, is this the sun? No, this is judgment. Okay, this is judgment. Yeah, but there's still that same energy of like, oh, I don't need to look at this. It's all just fine. And and there's a sense here of it all transforming, right? And us not realizing it. So there's something here where we need to look at how we want to be reborn within ourselves before somebody else says, "Oh, but this is what you're supposed to be doing." Because no, we're not there for that. We've done that before, and we're not there for that, Gemini. With the Two of Wands, the doors are opening. We're seeing ourselves in a different light, in a different way. And that's going to be so important. And that's going to be so powerful for us. And as we're looking at things differently than we had before, we we are starting to say, oh, but I can do that, right? I can do that. I can go there. I can have that experience. I can, live that dream. And we're letting go of so many of the lies that held us back when we were small. So many of the lies that filled our mind. The mind comes in so powerfully. The emotions are strong here as well. But there's just such a sense here of I have to see it in my mind first before I can start moving forward in it. And sometimes, Gemini, for us, we have such sacred dreams. We have them in our mind. They're so real to us. But having them, sullied by the light of day is not what we want to do. And this is going to be a time where we have to let go of the lie that it has to be perfect. In order to make a dream that we had when we were younger come forward, we have to say, it's going to have fingerprints all over it. And I'm going to accept that. It's kind of like accepting when you have little kids that there are going to be fingerprints on the mirrors and windows and everything like that. And it's just a season. So here, give yourself that grace and know that it's a season of looking at the way that you're moving forward or not being perfect at something as a failure. So giving yourself grace is going to be really important here. You have something that you're celebrating. There is either going to be some sort of relationship that starts, or a career that starts to kick off, or just something here that's a big movement forward for you that you're like, yes, I got this, I see this, I understand this for me. And there's an excitement that moves us forward. Again, there's just a weird relationship here. You're dealing with somebody who's petty, and it comes from the Queen. Okay. And this is like their lackey. The knight is like, yeah, you won't say that, you can't do that, but they're mean. So just be mindful about this during this time, that there's an energy here that wants you to feel guilty, that wants you to feel bad, that wants to steal your power, yourself. And it's just like this energy here is like, yeah, you can't do that. So just be aware of that. I don't know why this comes through as so petty. I don't know who exactly this is, but like, ew. So just like, ew. With the Ace of Swords, you're having such a gift of the mind, and this can also stem from really big jealousy. This can be jealous energy that is just like, really intense. So just be mindful about this. With the Ace of Swords, this is God's source spirit, however you see the divine, the universe, handing you a gift of clarity, cutting through the cobwebs, the doubts, the fears, the inaction of life, and now saying, oh yeah, I can do this. Oh yeah, I got this. Oh yeah, I see me. And there's also a strength of voice, a strength of intellect. There's a strength of like, nope, I know what I need. And as we say this, what happens with the Page of Wands reversed is that we start to see that we really were a lot more talented, or we had a lot more spunk or gumption to us than we gave ourselves credit for. And that is going to be a very important thing. And that is a very important thing for us. It's like, oh wow, there's more to me than meets the eye. Like I didn't realize. And I had this in me all along. Now, one of our first reactions is going to be to get mad at ourselves. Why did I waste all this time? You don't waste any time. You're constantly learning. You are constantly growing. You are constantly expanding. And the paths we choose in this life are astoundingly powerful. So being kind to ourselves and respectful to ourselves is going to be important here. It moves us to our subconscious spirit message, which is harmony reverse. We have to be aware of letting ourselves be harmonious, letting ourselves be calm and be centered during this time for whatever reason, even though it's Cancer time frame, and Cancers are usually pretty chill. There's just a level of discord, like, of chaos during this time that we just need to be mindful of and be like, you know what? No, I'm not doing that. I'm not choosing that. I'm not letting that into my house, my soul, my being. I'm not. It brings us then to our chakra energy, which is the crown chakra. This is spiritual awakening. And this is us becoming more aware of our connection with the spiritual world, more aware of our connection with what we deeply desire and deeply want. So through the crown chakra, the opening of our mind, we are really finding ourselves and seeing what we want and the bigger picture of where we want to be. And it has to do with the esoteric, the spiritual. It brings us then to the energy to be mindful of. And this is the Five of Cups. And the Five of Cups is very interesting because the Five of Cups is change your mind and change your life. So when we're being told be mindful of this, it's like we can be so focused on the things that don't go right that we just don't see how we could possibly change our minds, how we could possibly change the situation. So being aware of this, that we can be a little bit rigid during this time, and that rigidity is not going to serve us. It brings us then to our subconscious tarot message, which is the Queen of Pentacles, Earth sign energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. This is reverse. We can be having difficulty with sacred feminine energy during this time. Just kind of like calling that out and seeing that is going to be important. But there can also be a difficulty in nurturing what you love, like nurturing how you want to build forward your world. The Queen of Pentacles is, I always think of just to success. That's always what Spirit shows me with the Queen of Pentacles, and planting the seeds and nurturing the garden and watching things grow and watching things connect. And we can be kind of tired of that right now. We want instant gratification, or around us is a lot of energy that wants instant gratification. And what we need to remember is that seeds take time. Like, things take time. And we might have been at something for years, trying to move it in a certain direction, stepping back and saying, okay, what do I really want? And what am I really trying to prove here? Because sometimes, especially with our inner child reverse, sometimes it's like, well, I'll prove it to them. I'll show them. If that's what success looks like, if that's the way they want me to be, that's the way I'll be. But it's completely out of harmony with our soul, out of harmony with ourselves. And so looking here at the plants, not the plants, but the plants, the ideas, the understandings that we need to plant within our life for ourselves is going to be so important and so empowering for us, that it's going to open up doors. But right now, we need to start remembering that we're worth it, because that is going to be a difficult thing. We can also be dealing with a bit of money struggles, or whatever we value as much as money, and then we can be getting really harsh on ourselves. Oh my gosh, you don't have it perfect. You're never going to have it perfect. Close enough is good enough type of deal. And showing ourselves grace and showing ourselves compassion is going to be a very, very, very important thing. Compassion right here. All right, Gemini. I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. May harmony always be with you. I am sending loving, healing energy to each and every one of you. I love you all, and stay safe. Let's end this reading with a meditation, a clearing away of negative energy, a raising of our positive energy as we embrace the power, intensity, and beauty of this time and of ourselves. So take a nice deep breath. Oh, and please note that this meditation and healing will be accompanied by a loud sound. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. May you move forward in peace and in harmony, Gemini. May blessings and prosperity always be with you. I love you all. God bless. Bye.